Before you can figure out where you going, gotta look back at where you've been. There's things that happen that seem like they didn't mean nothing at the time. But then you realize they mean everything.
What's up, ugly ass niggas? This your boy J Miles, and I am back with another video. And you know what to do. If you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you're thinking, but most importantly, make sure you share it for the ugly ass friends. On today's video, we will be covering Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, and this one right here is titled Bree's Identity Finally Identified. Yeah, that is right, my good ugly ass friends. Now, obviously, ugly ass niggas, I'm not 100% sure on this, but I think this is a good shot at it, and I'm gonna crack at it. First off, shout out to my boy DeMarcus Vaughn, because he's the one who kind of prompted this video, and brought it to my attention. And I was like, you know what? This glad nigga might be on to something. I was like, probably because I ain't really been following up, paying attention to too much of this particular character's story. But, I decided, after hearing what DeMarcus was saying on my live, I was like, you know what? This could just very well be it. So I had to do a video on it. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into this video. Now, as y'all can see, I have here an article, and in this article pretty much is just speaking of the new introduction of two new characters to the Raising Kanan Power universe. And in case you guys haven't guessed it yet, yes, for the ones, I'm pretty sure most of y'all have, the person that I am speaking of that is probably, who has a possibility, I'll say, of being Breeze, is none other than your boy B-Rilla. Now, of course, we haven't been quite introduced to this character as of yet, but we also haven't been introduced to Breeze yet, right? So, with that being said, it's just kind of crazy because, as DeMarcus was kind of talking about it on my live, I was like, how the heck I didn't ever think of this? Because I knew of the B-Rilla character, but I just never thought about it and put two and two together. That perhaps the B stands for Breeze. But keep in mind, if this is Breeze, I have a theory. Because I'm judging by the description that they gave, but let's just go ahead and take a look at this article here. It says, with work continuing behind the scenes of the upcoming season, the latest news confirms two new cast members will join Power Book 3, Raising Kanan. The ensemble of the popular spinoff continues to swell with the addition of Chris Redd and rapper turned actor Perdizan Fontaine. Redd is set to appear as Early Tider Early Tider, a well-known figure in the neighborhood whose friendship and good advice comes with a high price tag. Fontaine is playing volatile rapper B-Rilla, who is being courted to sign with Lulu's label, and despite being in prison. So that is what we have for the two new characters. Now, obviously, we're not focusing on Early Tyler. We're focusing on B-Rilla, right? So, with that being said, I just wanted to point out, really what I wanted to point out, is the fact that they said he's playing a volatile rapper, right? So Volatile, if you look at it, if you know the meaning of that word, it's saying that he is someone who is kind of like a ticking time bomb. Like, he can get violent very quickly. Like, basically, he ugly as hell. That's what they telling y'all. And if you pay attention, been paying attention to, for all my Breeze lovers who's been trying to identify this character, he is a person that they said was strong but not smart. Now, I want to go ahead and also identify another thing. I believe that this B-Rilla character is none other than your boy D-Wiz brother. If you can remember, and I actually talked about this a couple times already, in season 1, they talked about a character that, was D-Wiz's brother, and D-Wiz said that he was just got out of prison. And pretty much because Rock asked him how was his mom, and D-Wiz said to her, she's basically she wasn't happy about his big brother who just got out, and because she liked him better when he was in prison because at least she knew where he was at. So that kind of matches the description of being strong but not smart. And I kind of touched on this on my other Breeze video, because if you're constantly going to jail, you're not very smart, more than likely, but you're probably strong. And according to what we just saw, the description of B-Rilla, he is a very violent character, so he more than likely is very strong. Keep in mind, D-Wiz has a nickname, and then we so happen to get another character with another nickname by the name of B-Rilla. I believe that B-Rilla is Breeze-Rilla. Possibly. You know what I'm saying? So if I am correct about this character being Breeze-Rilla, then we have found our Breeze, people. And the speculation that a lot of people have had, I kind of had it, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know if I went too strong on it. I made a video about it, of course, that it could possibly be D-Wiz's brother, because you know how Power loves to talk about characters and then later on, and then, show them to us. So it looks like season 4, they're going to reveal D-Wiz's brother to us, and it's going to more than likely be Breeze. A lot of people thought about this, and of course we have a lot of people that is saying that it is a lot of people that's saying it is unique. Now, it still could very much be him, but what kind of pushed me closer towards D-Wiz's brother, and I know my girl Renita, you're going to be happy to hear this because you don't believe that it's unique. So, what kind of pushed me towards it was, the identity of Zion. Once they gave me Zion's last name in Power Book 2 Ghost, and once they told me that he was a Washington, I said, oh shoot, if he's a Washington, then more than likely he's related to D-Wiz. So I was like, if he's related to D-Wiz, I think it's a possibility. I just started, if you've been following my channel, then I started putting 2 and 2 together. Okay, it's a huge possibility that D-Wiz's brother could be Breeze. And I already did a whole video about it. If you haven't seen it, I'm sorry, you'll have to go back and find that, because I'm not going to dig all the way in that. But I just want to show a clip real fast of when Rock was talking to D-Wiz about his mother, and then he brought up his brother. And I just wanted to get you a quick little glimpse of, how D-Wiz described his brother and the reaction that we got from both Rock and Lulu. So go ahead and let's take a look at it and we'll come back.
How's your mom, Doc? Kind of nervous right now. My brother just got back from upstate. Truth is, I think she liked it better when he locked up. At least you know where to find him.
Now, as you can see, he was saying that his mother liked when he was, in prison better because she knew where he was at. So I think that matches his description a little bit, because keep in mind, I just read to you about his description about, they said he just got out of jail. B-Rilla just got out of jail. So it kind of would make sense that, he would be D-Wiz brother. Now, granted, they say he just got out, but who's to say he didn't go back? You know what I'm saying? Like, he could have went back, and because he said that B-Rilla was charged with an armed robbery, right? So perhaps he just went back, and then now he's back in prison, and perhaps, who knows, Lou helps to get him out, or whatever it is that happens. You know what I'm saying? The point is that I want to bring up that he kind of matches the description of what D-Wiz said his brother was like. And also you saw the reaction that both Rock and Lulu gave, and how they looked at each other once he said that his brother was just got out. So it's like you could see it in their face. They both were like, well, that ain't good. That might ugly as hell. And I think they had already discussed that they were planning to take D-Wiz out. He was going to ultimately become the sacrifice for Kanan because of the issue with Buck 20. So that's what I think that was about. And then we get another one. Remember here, this is when Rock was talking to Kanan about D-Wiz brother here. She was like, I know his brother is a wild boy, and he probably had some gags stashed around, right? So we kind of get a little bit of him here as well. And Kanan said, he got out a week ago. So it's like Kanan does know of him. Now, how close were they relationship exactly? We don't really know. But, he at least knows him. And I think, after he gets out, out of jail, they're going to become even closer, especially since, B-Rilla is going to know that Kanan was his little brother's best friend. So it would make sense that he kind of would probably be close to Kanan. You know what I'm saying? So I think that that would make sense. And I'll also throw this out here real quick. And also I got another clip for y'all to watch. Just quick little of what Rock said when talking about describing. Matter of fact, we can go ahead and just take a quick look at it. Take a quick look at it, and I'll come back.
I'm into Famous and Derek today.
D-Wiz?
He said his big brother's home from prison.
Yeah, he got back a couple weeks ago.
Derek got you the guns you used on Buck 20, didn't he? I know his brother's a wild boy. Figure he must have gas stashed up in the crib.
Now, as you can see, she was just describing, him as being a wild boy, right? So basically, the man was ugly, and she knew he was ugly. So she probably was just trying to figure out, where this glad nigga at or whatever, because she knew the ugly ass shit she was getting ready to do. Anyways, though, like what I was gonna say is that, you know, they said Lou is gonna be, you know, trying to sign B-Rilla. I think he may be getting close to him because of guilt that he felt for ultimately being the one that took out his little brother. And it could end up becoming a whole lot of trouble once B-Rilla finds out it was Lou who took out his brother. Now, that's another video. That's a story for another video. But, you know, just wanted to go ahead and give y'all an idea about that. Now, let's go ahead and get to this next image. Now, this here, and I always thought this image here was like they put this here for a reason. This here comes from the finale of this last season we just got, season 3. And it shows Rock inside of her car, right? And she's taking a look at the park. Like, well, you know, it was it's like a basketball court. Some people over there playing ball. And she's just looking at him as if she recognized someone. You know? And she's trying to get a better look at him. This is what she was looking at. And it looks like, you know, she was just looking in, zooming in. And then, of course, if you paid attention to it, you know, someone started capping at her right after that. So, with that being said, I just was a little curious, and I always thought this. Is it possible that maybe D-Wiz brother, a.k.a. B-Rilla, a.k.a. Breeze, perhaps, was that him that she saw at this basketball court? Because you could tell the way she was looking as if, dang, is that, you know how you looking at somebody from a distance, you like, is that whoever, you know what I'm saying? It's like she was looking and said, dang, is that D-Wiz brother? And then before she really, you know, got to look at it the way she wants, somebody started spraying at her, so of course she drove off. So I just wanted to put that out there, and I think they could have possibly be giving us a little Easter egg of what's to come. Like, yeah, he's gonna be a glad nigga that's gonna be coming later. I mean, perhaps that's what they saying. But anyways, next, I wanted to point out this image here. Now, obviously, it ain't nobody because we ain't got nobody here. But, you know, if you paid attention to the Power Choice Awards, you know, when they was doing the obituaries for all the fallen Power characters, they put your boy Breeze in there. Now, of course, we haven't seen Breeze, but we knew of Breeze. And we knew that he passed away because he was ultimately shot in the head by your boy Ghost. Right? So, what's important here is what they had for him, his description. It says, loved brother, hothead, married to the game. Right? So, loved brother, check. Because obviously he had a brother. D-Wiz was his brother. Hothead. They just told us in his description that he's a hothead. He's easy to be angered and he can snap and be violent. Check. Married to the game. Now we can't 100% say whether or not B-Rilla is going to be married to the game or not, but more than likely, judging by what they've given us so far, he probably is. Because he's always going to jail. He's hot-headed. You know what I'm saying? And he just seems like the type of person, judging by if he does turn out to be D-Wiz's brother. If he's always on the move like that, the way he's saying, you know, because at least you know where to find him. That means he's probably always on the move. Which would match the description of a Breeze. You know what I'm saying? The Breeze is you always in the wind. You know what I'm saying? So it could mean that's where that name come from. But yeah. So He come up in there, right? But anyway, so yeah, if he does turns out to be this character, I think I got one more thing that I'm gonna drop on you, and I kind of touched on this on my other video about Zion being the son of Breeze. I touched on this before, and it's kind of crazy that all of this would match up, because keep in mind, his last name, Zion, his last name is Washington. His full name is Marcus Zion Washington. Now we know for sure that D-Wiz name is Derek Washington. And his mom's name, we didn't get her full name, but they referred to her as Miss Washington. So we know that their names is Washington. And we do know that Zion also knew Ghost and Tommy. It's not too many people that knows Ghost and Tommy, especially knowing Ghost James St. Patrick as Ghost. Not many people knows him as Ghost. So the fact that Zion knew that his name was Ghost, that means he had to be kind of close to their circle. So with that being said, and his last name being Washington, he had to be related to D-Wiz. I can almost guarantee y'all that he's related to D-Wiz. Now, the question is, who is he to D-Wiz? Now, when I first saw that his last name was Washington, I kind of speculated that he could possibly be that brother. But after further reviewing, just looking at him, I was like, yeah, he's not really old enough to be him, though. He looks like he's maybe in his 30s, possibly 40s. You know what I'm saying? So, not really even 40s, really 30s. He looks 30s. Like maybe late 30s. You know what I'm saying? And D-Wiz, not D-Wiz, and D-Wiz's older brother, which is more than likely, probably approximately, obviously I don't know the exact age, but more than likely, he's in his early 20s. He's probably 20, something like that. You know what I'm saying? 20, 21, 22, 23. I would say 24 at the absolute most. But if I had to guess, I would say he's probably around 20, right? So with that being said, he probably had a son in the middle, before he passed away. And that son is none other than Zion, right? And if it is Zion, probably Ghost and Tommy and them looked after him a little bit after Breeze was, ultimately taken out. Similar to how they did with Sean once Kanan went to jail. It makes sense. So that's how Zion knew of him. You know what I'm saying? So I would say that I believe it is a high possibility, even if it's not Breeze. Even if, let's say B-Rilla doesn't turn out to be Breeze, or D-Wiz, let's just say D-Wiz's brother doesn't turn out to be Breeze. I can guarantee more than likely Zion is related to them. He could still be the son of D-Wiz's brother. You know what I'm saying? That's where he comes from. But I think it's a very high possibility D-Wiz's brother could turn out to be Breeze. I think they have flipped me. I kind of was on that unique train. And I'm not going to say I'm 100% off yet, but I'm sorry, this is pretty convincing to me that he could very much turn out to be him. So, pretty much that's all I got for y'all as far as this particular video. Definitely let me know what y'all thinking up in these comments. I'm actually pretty excited to see what y'all have to say about this, because this is pretty stellar. You know what I'm saying? This is good evidence, and I think we got a high possibility. Now, of course, ugly ass niggas is gonna come in here, it's gonna disagree. Ugly ass niggas are gonna come in here and agree. But let me hear y'all talking points on why you agree and why you don't. I'm open to it. I can't wait to have this discussion with y'all. So, but also, if you haven't seen my comedy pilot yet, Surreptitious is definitely going to be right here for you to, for y'all to click at the end of this video. Just go ahead and take a look at it. Like I said, I would appreciate it if y'all went ahead and watched it and, gave it a look, share some comments and stuff like that on what you think. And even if you don't have the time to go ahead and look at the full thing, at least look at it and hit the like button for the algorithm so more ugly niggas can find it. So, but yeah, pretty much like I said, that's all I got for y'all for this particular video. So if you're cool with me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you're thinking. But most importantly, make sure you share it with your glad friends. But until the next video, I'm out.